They don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff from the gun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts.
Fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Finds a tight end. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Zips line up to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that really gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
Difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. On the run, still looking. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Finding an escape route. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know, fourth down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
And the Canes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll go to the ground. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass on the same page.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top at times, running out in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Caught over the middle. It's Marquez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Zips really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Got his man on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got.
Going for it all. Snags it.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Touchdown! From the red zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pressure coming. Working the middle, it's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, he drops to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Zips send out the punt unit. That's a perfect example of not settling offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, Dick.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot for the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Lanier. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Lanier. Quick strike complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Lanier. He's got it down the middle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Gets it out fast. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
He splits the uprights, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big points. Make them earn. They get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Gets away from one, finds room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Zips, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance tonight.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Using the quick game, they're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he... yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try on the option to give. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that up. Back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Rush is on him. Can't make the play on the interception, and, man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. You don't always have to block the punt to impact it, and that pressure did that time.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Zips decide to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Okay, ready? To the air. It's Lanier. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Sweet cut there. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired.